Hey Scorpio, welcome back and welcome if it's your first time here. I'm CJ and I'm here to deliver your timeless tarot message. That's right, it's timeless, so whenever you happen to see the video or whenever it happens to show up on your feed, that is when it's meant for you to receive. Alright, I'm going to give you the rundown of the decks we're going to be pulling from today. We're going to be pulling from the Pride Tarot. See. Then we'll pull from the Energy Oracle Cards deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. Afterwards, we'll pull from the Power of Surrender cards deck by Dr. Judith Orloff. And then we'll pull from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck by Cal Gray. And if you're interested in any of these decks, I'm going to be posting their links in the description box below. So feel free to check out that description box for any information you feel you might need. Alright, I'm going to take this time to do a little sound tuning fork, 528 hertz. This will allow you the time to set the intention for whatever type of information it is you want to receive from the reading. Focus on whatever it is you want to get from it. All right, not going to take too long. Here we go. Cool. All right, and also just want to take a moment to recognize the contribution that Hayden Panettiere gave to just like media and society. I'm not sure if you're aware, but she passed away today. So sad. So sad. Rest in power, Hayden Panettiere. All right, let's go ahead and get into the card. We're going to be starting with 3 cards from the tarot. Spirit, let me get 3 cards for Scorpio. What is Scorpio dealing with? Wow, we got Judgment starting out, Scorpio. So something major is going down. Judgment could be called on somebody. You could be going through a review before another cycle begins. You could be ending something and starting something new. And then right before you start something new, there's like a little test that comes to like see if you're worthy of passing through, to see if you've learned all it is you need to learn. It's like a combination of every lesson you went through in the previous cycle. So there's some kind of like test coming through. There's something that you're going through. Like, then we got what just flipped over as I shuffled is the Queen of Wands. So this is like a test where like, let me stop saying test. It isn't a test because you're going to pass regardless, right? But this is just like a situation where you're being asked to bring your tenacity, your boldness to the forefront. Scorpios are very, how can I say it? Like, you don't really have a filter. Like, you do, but like, you know how to like get very, you know how to touch the gray area when you need to, right? And then like when it comes to just you being tenacious and bold and like fiery, like Scorpios are known to just not really care about any filters. Like if there's something that you have to do, you just do it. It's like, okay, whatever, like it is what it is. Like you're not scared to go to certain places. And if you look at this Queen of Wands card, right, you see how she's very like, she or he, they're very fashionable, they're very artistic, creative, fiery. They take a lot of like inspired, passionate action. Like they have like a magic wand in their hand and there's like fairies around them. So you could be doing magic. This could be a time where maybe your ancestors or your spirit guides are testing you to see if you're ready to take down the veil. You could be like the one in your family or the one in your bloodline to, wow. And then we have the Page of Cups with this psychic cat with the intuitive like message coming from the fish, right? So you're very psychic, you're very witchy, and your spirit guides and the universe are testing you to see if you're brave or bold enough to live that kind of lifestyle. like a witchy lifestyle where you don't really care what people think about you. You don't really care about like stepping outside with emo type clothing or like pink hair or whatever. Like, are you really about that spiritual life? And you are. Like, every Scorpio I know is about that life, and they're not scared to show you. Like, they will go there. But Spirit is like gonna put you in a situation where they're gonna see, are you really ready or not? Like, are you really gonna really like embody this energy? And then regardless of outside of this test, I also see your intuitive abilities increasing. You could be receiving a lot of like dream communication through dreams, communication through meditation, by connecting with water. There's a need to go and connect with water, Scorpio. Some of you are going to be doing something where it requires you to be very different and unique, and it requires you to step fully into your power as a Scorpio, as like a being that's not scared to move in dark water. And then Scorpios have a stinger, right? So like you can't be scared to sting anybody if you have to. And when I say sting, don't take that to mean like harm someone or hurt them. Like, please don't physically hurt anyone. Like, use that stinger. Like, take it as a metaphor. Like, if you have to like be fierce and if you have to like hurt someone's feelings, I hope you don't, but if you do, it is what it is. You don't have to physically hurt them, but if you have to put someone in their place, like spiritually or like verbally, like if you have to like check them, then you do it. But I do see like your ancestors, for some of you, your ancestors, your spirit guides, or whoever it is that you counsel with spiritually, they're gonna be sending you upgrades, they're gonna be sending you communication, they're gonna be helping you with your gifts, and they want you to use them. And then you could be dealing with like you could be dealing with a Leo or a Sagittarius with this Queen of Wands here. They could be a Leo or a Sagittarius, like female, or male, like creative leader. But yeah, I just see like there's like gonna be like a spirit wants to see if you can take intuitive, creative action. They're gonna test you. I hope I don't get in trouble for like giving this kind of information. They're gonna test you to see if you're able to follow through on an intuitive nudge that they're gonna give you. And they wanna see if you're gonna be able to take inspired action or bold, immediate action based on that intuitive nudge. And then we have the world here. So yeah, you're definitely beginning a new cycle, but they want to see if you're really ready for it. Like, are you really ready for intuitive based living where you receive an intuitive nudge and you just follow it no matter how crazy it is? Interesting. That was a lot, but anyways, I mean, Scorpio, it is Scorpio energy, so I mean, go figure. No shade, but it is what it is, right? I love Scorpios. Let's pull from the Power of Surrender deck, and immediately what fell out is, surrender comparisons with other people. So back to this like Shitara, Lioness, Queen of Wands energy. This Queen of Wands does not care what other people think about them. They're going to do what they want to do. They're going to look how they want to look. They're going to say what they want to say. They're going to take whatever action they need regardless of what anyone thinks. And that's the energy that Spirit wants you to embody. They don't want you to compare yourself to anyone anymore. And they want you to stop basing your destiny on what other people think your gift should be. That was very specific. But it says here in the additional message, keep your eyes trained on yourself, focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. You have your own set of qualities and gifts and amazing things about you that you need to focus on that are like for you. Don't focus on anyone else's like qualities or like what makes them attractive or unique. Focus on what makes you you. Right now, Spirit wants you to highlight all of your qualities. Like focus on your gifts, your style, your sense of self, your uniqueness, your power. They want you to focus on you. A lot of cards came out. Actually, you know what? It's just 3. I'm going to take all 3 of them, whatever. Spirit have a lot to say to you. So from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, okay, and I see why. We have Stargazer, set your sights higher. We have Animal Guardian, trust your instincts. Remember, inspired action, intuitive based living. And then we have Sun, enjoy success and happiness. So this does sound like that test with the Stargazer. This is bringing it back to that Judgment card with the angelic figures here. And the Stargazer, set your sights higher. Instead of living based on how other people want you to live on how you want to live. Like, you have higher standards that you want to live by. You have dreams that you want to meet, right? Meet those standards. Embody, like prioritize those dreams. Then we have trust your instincts, right? Back to this Shitara lioness energy. Trust your instinct. Take that bold, inspired action, right? And then we have Sun, enjoy success and happiness. If you do this, if you listen to your intuition, you'll be in this new cycle and you'll be happy. Beautiful. We're going to pull from the Energy Oracle cards deck to close out the reading. All right, and then we have the Sun at the top of this deck too. Yo, Scorpio, you gotta pass this test and you have to take that intuitive nudge. You're gonna do it, but I mean, I do sense like the hesitation coming in. Just do it. What extra message do you have for Scorpio, Spirit? Okay. We have adjacent possibilities. So instead of focusing on like what other people want you to do, focus on what you want to do, because if you take that intuitive nudge, it's going to open up so many doors and places that you didn't even expect. All right, Scorpio, that was your reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, go ahead and like, subscribe, share, and comment, and do all of the things, and take care, and have a powerful experience.